Bridget Clark, and I'm the host of the Miss Honey Bee Show. And today I have...
Hello everyone. My name is Kayla Cummings.
Hi Kayla.
Hi, welcome. Thank you for having me, Miss Honey Bee. I am the host, the CEO, the host, and the founder of the Dolls and Queens talk show.
Well, welcome, yes. So tell everyone who you are and what you're doing.
Well, I am, again, Kayla Cummings. I am the host of the Dolls and Queens talk show. The Dolls and Queens talk show is a non-biased platform, and I talk to people about the reality stories about their cosmetic surgery or body enhancements of any kind. And they tell me why they do it, if there's a reason, not only why they did it, but how long they've done it, or if they want to do it again, they talk to me about that. So I get the reality about, hey, I want a bigger butt, I want boobs, I want this, I want that. And like I tell everyone has a story. So it's also an educational opportunity to tell people why they do it, what happened, if it went good, if it went bad. Some experiences that people can watch out for. Okay. Because not everybody has a good experience with body enhancements.
Right.
So we talk about that, and we do get into sometimes a little personal issues with people as far as their family background, as well as possibly family support, friends, spousal, things like that. So we do talk about all those subjects. And also, let me tell you, it's also a mental health issue. Okay. Because body enhancement is a way of life. It's not just doing it. Because once you do it, your life changes. Because I've done it. And let me tell you, Miss Honeybee, is it Honeybee or Bridget?
Oh, it's both, but it's Miss Honeybee today.
So it's Miss Honeybee. So let me tell you, Miss Honeybee, it has been life-changing for me. Okay. And since, as a result of that, I'm here today proudly to have a platform that showcases that for everyone out there.
Well, good, because you look great.
Well, thank you.
Yes,
thank
and
you.
I know a lot is going on as far as, people changing their bodies.
Yes.
And a lot of it has to do with the way they feel about themselves.
Well, and it's so common nowadays too, because that seems to be the way of the world. Like I tell people, we have so many social media platforms. Yeah. Social media, everything is image. You know, sometimes we don't get hired because of the way we look, whether it be our skin color, our skin tone, how we dress, how we present ourselves, and sometimes the pressure is on. So there's a lot of dynamics out there.
There's a lot. So I know that a lot of women, they want bigger butts and then maybe bigger boobs, or just both. And so you do see a lot of that, and a lot of people question what's real. And I know they've asked.
Well, you know what? And people don't want to get old anyway. Nobody wants to get old.
Exactly.
You know, so I always say today is modern medicine. Let me just tell everyone that I am a nurse behind the scenes. So that's another element as to why I feel comfortable on my platform talking about surgery and body enhancements. Because I have been in the medical field for a number of years, and I've seen a lot. And another thing I tell people is, do what you want to do to yourself. If you want to enhance yourself, if you want to feel better about yourself, do it, live your life. Because I tell people I work around depression, death, and dying every day when I see my patients. So it's important to look good, feel good, and live your life to the best that you can possibly live it.
That's right, I agree.
Yes.
So I say live and let live. So whatever you want to do that makes you happy, as long as you're not hurting anyone, I say all for it.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So what else have you done in the field? I know you've done nursing a long time, and with you doing the changes, as far as seeing a lot of changes with the people, I mean, is there anything that you would say as far as the risk go? Because I know there's a lot of risk when it comes to surgery.
Oh yes, absolutely. Well, in general, it's just good body health all over. I tell people also that you can't, and I've said this in one of my videos, if they double check my YouTube channel, guys, it's called My First Encounter with the Knife. And on that show, on my YouTube channel, I tell everyone where my first incident of plastic surgery happened and why I did it. But I also, most importantly, express that you can't come today and say to me, Kayla, I'm going tomorrow to have my boobs done, or I'm going tomorrow to have my butt done. Those procedures require a lot of prep, as they say. Post-op, we call it pre-op. Pre-op procedures that you do before you actually have the surgery. And I always give the example as, for example, today we're here. You can walk out the door and something can happen and you can have emergency surgery. You don't have time to prepare for that. However, you can set a date and know, hey, I'm going to get my butt done. I'm going to get my boobs done. And you have time to prepare.
Right.
So that's no reason I feel like women should be unhealthy, or men per se, to have surgery, because you have time to prepare.
Right, because men do it too.
Men do it too.
Yes.
It just takes discipline. You have to be disciplined to do that type of thing. So that's my philosophy on that.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Because most people are scared to go under the knife. And it's very scary, especially if you may be allergic to the anesthesia and you just
Absolutely.
never know, you know.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I speak about to people when it comes to surgery is being mentally, physically, and spiritually prepared. And you'll hear me in multiple interviews, guys out there. You'll hear me saying that you have to be mentally, physically, and spiritually prepared.
Right.
You have to be able to have a mindset that this is what you're doing and this is what you're gonna do.
Right.
You have to have a physical aspect of it as far as the health risk, the ups and the downs, the sacrifices that you make during it. And spiritually, you have to have your mindset, your spirit, your soul has to be in the correct place. You know, energy is everything, guys. Energy is everything. I'm having really great energy with you. I'm so glad you had me on your show today.
Yes, well, thank you for coming.
Actually, the Dolls and Queens. Thank you so much. So energy is very, very important.
I agree. And we draw a lot of it too.
Yes.
So please tell everyone where they can reach you and all of your platforms.
Yes, you all can reach the Dolls and Queens talk show on YouTube. We're at Dolls and Queens DQ Surgery Bar. We also have an Instagram page. It's the Dolls N with the letter N, Queens Surgery Bar. And there's a link on our Instagram page where they could click that bio and actually go directly to our YouTube channel. And I am also going to be on the CWLV network beginning May 24th.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm super excited. I have a wonderful team behind me, Val TV Network and Chill Spot. They are excellent. They have been really working hard for me out there, and I really, really greatly appreciate that. But as I said, it's going to be May 24th, every other Wednesday on that CWLV network. I'm also going to be creating a Patreon channel, so that way that gives them the opportunity, gives you guys out there, just in case you missed it on the network, another opportunity to watch the show.
Well, very good.
Yes, because we're out there. We're hitting the streets this summer. I'll see you guys. I also have a new segment. Let me just tell the world, it's called What's Your Flavor? And that's a new segment that we're adding to the show this season as well.
Wow.
So we got a lot of things popping. Good things popping. Hey, Dolls and Queens, everybody.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am glad that you came today, and so appreciate you being a guest today.
Thank you, and likewise. And we look forward to having you on intern on our show. I'm gonna pull something out of you, Miss Bridget, Miss Honeybee. We're gonna pull something out of her. We're gonna get some information on her. Don't worry, it's coming. Okay? Thank you so much.
I look forward to it. And so thank you, Chill Spot, and also Val TV. So I appreciate you all.
Love you all.
Thank you. And thanks for watching today. God bless.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Bridget Clark, the host of the Miss Honeybee Show. And today I have...
Kevon Tyree, how y'all doing, y'all?
Okay, Kev.
How you feel?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
Nice to meet you finally.
Yeah, it's officially, right?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So one of the performers here in Vegas.
Yes, ma'am. That's
All
me.
right. So tell everyone who you are.
Well, Kevon Tyree, let me see, singer, wannabe dancer, songwriter, lyricist, coming up producer, la. You know, we always gotta do a bunch of different stuff. But
Right.
my main thing is I do the show with Purple Rain at the Tropicana, and I'm trying to get some other shows coming up, which we'll get to shortly.
Okay.
All right.
So I see you wear a lot of different hats.
You are aware, like everyone in the game knows, you gotta wear different hats to get into different things. That way you don't try to shut yourself off. You want as many different revenue streams and opportunities as possible. And
Exactly.
just trying to do the same.
Good for you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
Okay, so I see you out and about, you know, as far as on Facebook and things like that.
Right.
You're out here performing, and so now you're working on Maxwell.
Yes, that is it's my baby right there. So I'm a big Maxwell fan. I'm old enough where you got like the CDs. You know when we got the CDs. I know people like stream stuff, but I'm still old enough where you get the CDs. He's one of the few people that when he puts an album out, I will still get it on CD because I'm gonna hold that OG card as old as I can and be like, yeah, I'm old, I don't care. But I love him so much. I wanted to kind of do something for my generation because in Vegas, at least in Vegas in particular, there's a lot of people that do like, you know, the Motown in the 70s and 80s. And all that's cool stuff, so it's great music. But because this town is how it is as far as the kind of clientele and people they shoot for,
Trendy, right?
right, they've always went for the Motown stuff and stuff of that generation, and that's cool, I get it. But once I kind of got to my age range, and I'm gonna age myself, I'm 47 now, so people within my age range, they're starting to retire, they're starting to kind of, you know, get into the next phase of life. And what was their music? What was the music of their generation? It wasn't Motown necessarily, it wasn't necessarily the 70s and the 80s, even though we were kids or young at that time. We were more like the 90s when we were in our teens, 2000s in our 20s, that kind of stuff. So what's the music that we want to hear when we're finally kicking back and relaxing, finally kind of quote unquote golden years or heading into those golden years? We don't necessarily want to listen to Smokey Robinson, even though it was great, even though Marvin Gaye, even though that was great. We want to listen to like Mid Condition, New Edition, and Tank, and maybe Sade and Maxwell. So I was like, why don't we rep our generation? And so I figured let me be the first one to try to go there, and here we are.
Well, I like them all.
I like them all too. It's just, you know, I love them. Just as someone who does shows, I love Marvin Gaye. He's one of my role models, but how many Motown shows can you create? You know, so I'm just, nothing against them. I'm not saying that they're bad. I love them and I love the people that do them. It's just, you have to go to the next generation. You can't keep mining the same old thing, thinking the next generation is going to do that. And they will, but every generation wants to go with the people that they grew up with, that they connect to.
Right.
Motown did it, 70s did it, 80s did it. Our generation has every right to do the same.
I agree. Yes, I mean, be you.
There you go.
And at the same time, you gotta represent.
There you go,
We
right?
have the classics and the old school, and I'm definitely an old school person. I love the old school.
The interesting about this is like, keep in mind, it's 2023. 2003 is 20 years ago. It hurts, doesn't it? That's painful to hear, but it's the fact. So 1993 was 30 years ago. Just a bit more painful. So, right, but that's the point. So if we go to say Mint Condition, right? 1992, 1993. Now I'm like, you know, my sophomore year, junior year of high school. That's classic now. I'm not saying it's any better or worse than Smokey or any of the people before them. I'm not even trying to go there because they're all great. My only point is we've gotten to the point the music that we grew up with is classic. So why not rep the music that we grew up with? Because we've earned the right to show that and say that we have classic music now.
Okay. So what else are you doing?
I am creating not just that show and that show. Like I was gotta do the thing. So this show is going to be on Memorial Day weekend on Sunday, May 28th. Tickets are $40. Right there, you can go there on purplepass.com/Black Summer's Night. I prepped because that was the name of one of the albums, and it's summertime. Why not put make it real obvious, right? So, so on top of that, I'm also working on a show that I'm doing in Utah with a friend of mine named Cole Sherritt, who's an amazing singer, and he produced a lot of shows for acapella out in Branson. He's produced acapella shows with the Disney line, Disney Cruises, and we're putting a show together that's based off of Genesis and Sting and the Police. We're putting those two shows together to make one show out there in Zion, Utah. So we're looking to get that up and running next month, and we're putting to work to get that running as we speak.
Okay.
So we're trying to stay as busy as possible, and of course we got Morris Day doing the Purple Rain show, which I'll be heading to right from here tonight. So,
Well, thank you for coming. So let everyone know all the platforms that they can reach you on.
well, you can catch me at any of the platforms I'm on: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. The best way to do that, and if you want to, go to linkedin.com/Kevon Tyree Music. And I'm gonna spell it out because I got an interesting name. Black people names, you know how it goes. Let me take my eyes off so you can see what I'm talking about real quick. All right, so check it out. It's gonna be KEVONTY, 2 R's, 1 E.com/ well, anyway, I got it all messed up. But the point is, go to linktree.com/Kevon Tyree Music, and then you get all the stuff in there. And you catch me on Spotify, Tidal, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that stuff.
Okay, thank you. I seen you going into a little bit sign language for a minute.
Well, you know, 'cause I gotta do
That's pretty
this.
good.
You know how black people names are. Get interesting. You get Shaquisha, you better spell that thing, all right? You know, if you got them down like Bob and Jane, they're not gonna understand Shaquisha, so you gotta do that.
Well, thank you for that.
I appreciate that. And my other issue is, you know, you have people call me Kayvon or Kevon. I get that a lot. So I'm like, okay, let me lock that down real quick. And then unfortunately, I had the unfortunate thing to think if I do Kev T, because in entertainment we talk about ourselves all the time, and you get a little frustrated. Little did I know that people were going to actually think that that's my name, even though I put in there Kevon Tyree right under it. But they don't think about that. They just think Kev T, and then they go going, and I'm like, oh, you're Kev T. I am, but I'm not, and so I did that to myself. So there you
So,
go.
but you go by Kev, though, right?
Yeah, you can go Kev or Kevon. Obviously, I just use Kevon because that's what I put on my flyers and my shows and how people see me as. So,
Alright.
yeah, but you know, people that know me call me Kev, and you know, and that's all good. It's no problem. So there you go. So I see you, y'all. So you know what it is now, all right?
Well, thank you for coming.
I appreciate it. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to officially meet you, and you know, what I mean, hopefully we can get into more things together. She was trying to get me into something. I was just like, you know, but she was just like, you know what? Why don't you come over and talk with us? And I was more than honored to do that. This place is really nice. It's really swanky. I dig this.
Thank you. So thank you everyone for watching today, and thank you for coming, Kev.
Appreciate you.
Yes. So thank you for watching. If you'd like to be a guest on my show, please call the number on the screen. God bless, and thank you for watching.